All right, we're still in section 1.6, but we're taking a look at triangles this time. We already talked about a right triangle, but I want to talk about it just a little bit more. We would call this the base of the triangle. We would call this the height of the triangle. Now, listen to this very carefully. This is very important, okay? You guys listening? The base and the height are always form a right angle. All right? What's the word that we use for two lines that form a right angle? What do we say about those two lines? They are what? Give me a big fancy math geometry word. Now, the two lines, the angles are complementary. The lines themselves are what? Starts with a P. It's a big long geometry word. We've talked about it. It's perpendicular, right? We used that word, didn't we? Yeah. They're perpendicular to each other. So the base and the height, they're not complementary. We save complementary for talking about angles. We're not talking about the angles. I'm only talking about the lengths of the sides. This is the base and this is the height. They are perpendicular. That always has to be true. The base and the height have to be true. If I called this the base, could I call this one right here the height? No. Why couldn't I call this the height? Say it better than that. It's not what to the base. What's the word I just had you say? Perpendicular. Perpendicular, okay? This line right here is not perpendicular to the base. Perpendicular means it forms a right angle. Does this line right here, do you see that, form a right angle with the base? No. What forms a right angle with the base? This one right here. So that's the height. You got it? So whatever your base is, your height has to form a right angle with that base. It has to be perpendicular. You guys writing this down? Okay, I didn't write the word perpendicular down, but if you're taking notes and you're a good note taker, I would put that on there. I would put the base is perpendicular to the height. Got it? All right. Now this was easy. So if I was to ask you, we'll just do this. Let's say this is 6 and the height was 4, and I asked you to find the area of this triangle. Well, it's just 1/2 the base times the height. The base is 6 and the height is 4. What's that? 6 times 4 is 24. What's half of 24? Is 12. So the area is 12. Whatever the units are. Let's say it's in meters. So it would be meters what? Squared. Area is always squared. So that's how you would do that. Pretty simple, isn't it? All right, let's give you another type of figure that may not be as easy to see. Let's take this one right here. What's that?
How you put a half, like 1/2.
How do you put a half?
Yeah, why do you?
I just talked about it. Remember we did the rectangle and I split it? I put that diagonal. That triangle is half of the whole rectangle. That's why it's half. It was 12. It was not 12 squared. 12 meters squared or centimeters squared or inches squared, whatever our units are. It's not 12 squared. You don't square the 12. Okay, you only square your units. Okay, it's meters squared or inches squared or feet squared or whatever. I don't know. I just made it up. What did I say? Did I say inches or I don't know? Meters. Did I say meters? Okay, I can't even remember. All right, let's take a look at this one. Let's call this bottom right here the base. All right, so the base goes from here all the way to here. All right. Where's the height? Is this one the height? Yeah. Why is this not the height? Give me a good reason.
Teachers, may I have your attention? We are now going to implement an internal lockdown drill.
Not now.
An internal lockdown drill.
All right. All right. I forgot to record a bunch of stuff. Look on the other class if you need to see it again. All right. I guess I will put the other class up online. Oh, well. Thanks for telling me now. All right. So the radius, let's pretend the radius, I don't know. Let's say it's 5, okay? And I wanted to find the circumference. Find the circumference. It's 2 pi r, or 5. So 2 times 5 is what? 10. So it's just 10 pi. If you want to write it 10 pi, I'm fine with that. If you want to throw it into a calculator, that's fine too. That's easy. What's pi? It's 3.14. Okay? Times 10 would be what? 31.4, wouldn't it? Okay? What about the area? Watch. Let's do the area. The area is pi r squared. So the radius is 5. You only square the radius. Don't square the pi. A lot of people do that. Okay, you're only squaring the radius. So it's 5 squared, which is just 25 pi. I have no idea what that is off the top of my head. It's probably 75 point something or 76 or 77, somewhere around there. Don't leave. I got to give you a worksheet.